Okay, so this is one of the more lighthearted stuff we've ever done on the podcast. So,
Mhm.
I would just say the two predictions that I've already said before, and then I'll reveal the other three later. So, my first prediction I've already mentioned is that we will see offshore orcas in the Salish Sea at some point in 2026. Now, this has to be confirmed as being offshore orcas. If it's an unknown ecotype, that doesn't count. And then, okay, I'll go with my next one. My next one is that at least 50% of the research articles that we cover, and I'm not gonna turn this into our favor. I'm not gonna handpick just the stuff that applies to this prediction. But yeah, my prediction is that at least 50% of all the research papers that we cover in 2026 on the podcast will involve drone usage. So I don't think this is an outlandish prediction, honestly. Honestly, I would not be surprised if the number is closer to 75% than 50%. What do you reckon, Gio?
I mean, I guess it really comes down to like how much of the research we look at is in the field versus lab.
Oh, yeah, actually, that's a point. It's also geographic based as well because there's some geographic locations in the world where they won't have such ready access to drones. Drones are expensive, and having drone pilots is also kind of expensive as well.
Yep. Though, as we also talked about, in our drone thing, drone technology is becoming cheaper and cheaper and cheaper, and it is becoming more accessible. And like, I hate to say it, but there's current events in Europe have led to a lot of those innovations and steps forward in efficiency over the last few years, and that's going to continue to trickle into the consumer market. So like, while it may still be prohibitively expensive for some research projects and their budget, it's going to become more and more and more accessible as the years go by, because the efficiency in production is just going to get better and better.
Yeah. So I've gone and linked in chat a link to a video where we actually talked about drone usage in cetacean research last month. Those are regular listeners of the podcast. You may have already heard this. This was part of the previous podcast. Okay, I'm interested to hear one of your predictions.
I kind of want to save all of mine for after you're done with yours.
Oh gosh. Okay. Wait. Okay. You're not ready. Okay, I get you. I understand. You're not ready. It's
Something
just
like that.
frantically writing down like what can I pick? What can I pick? Okay,
Well, and
so
make sure we don't overlap either.
okay, so my next prediction is that we will see at least 4 different sea sanctuaries worldwide gain their residents in 2026.
I'm
And
hopeful for that one.
this is kind of a little bit of a reach because delays happen.
Hmm.
So, okay, so here's my prediction. Here's my prediction for like at least two. I think there's one of them is obviously going to be Nova Scotia, the Wild Century project. That's going to be one. The other one is the one in Italy that we covered this month. I think I think we're gonna have some kind of solution posed for the belugas in Marineland, Canada, and I reckon the fourth one is gonna be a sea sanctuary that we don't know about yet.
Alrighty.
Towards the end of the year, possibly. So that's what I guess. Okay, I've got two more predictions. So the next prediction is actually following up from last month, where we covered the ginkgo-toothed beaked whale. Um, I think we are going to. This is a bit of a stretch. This one. I think we're going to see our very first sighting of a species in 2026. Now, had I made this prediction for 2025, I would have got this because of the ginkgo-toothed beaked whale. But I
Oh yeah.
think I think we will get another one in 2026, and I'm thinking if it is most likely going to be some form of beaked whale. But if there's a recategorization of something as a if something gets declared a different species from something else, can I count that?
Mm,
If, for instance,
no.
ah,
No, I don't think that counts. I think what we're talking about here, especially if we're using like the ginkgo toothed whale as kind of our prototype for this, is we are looking for uh, a species unknown to to science, or either unknown to science or only known through strandings, through
yeah.
through corpses, or
So
fossils, not through living.
so we're actually going to cover a lot about what you just talked about in a bit, because our educate me is actually about like how do we learn about a species that we've never seen before? Because our lesser known species this month is actually a species that has been seen 4 times, or roughly 4 times. So my last prediction is actually to do with a marine park. Um, I think that the marine park, Marino Mundo in Argentina, will close its doors permanently. Um, just writing this down. So the reason for this is that so this park in Argentina was the last place in South America to hold a captive orca. That orca passed away in December of this year. There was also another orca in SeaWorld that passed away. Um, the circumstances of this orca in South America is suspicious, and this park has been known for having financial issues lately. So my prediction is that this park will close this year, and that one I'm probably as confident as I am with the drone usage one. So
Yeah, I like the drone usage one. Even more so if we subdivided to saying, field study.
yeah, I could have come up
Um,
with more realistic prediction, but like the drone study one and Marina Mundo, I think are the most likely for me to land.
mhm.
And yeah,
All right. So you want to get to my predictions?
oh yeah, I want to see what you've got. Yeah.
All right. So as usual, I procrastinated, but you know how it goes. But I was probably always going to be humorous anyways. So here we go. Prediction number one: Crevone will spot an orca from shore this year.
Okay, maybe I should. Okay, maybe I should just let you type this.
Yeah, there you go.
Um. Oh,
So that's a very doable
wait,
one.
wait. Hang on. Hang on. We have to. Can you restart that because I actually have to edit something out there
Okay.
because I dropped an F bomb.
Oh, whoops.
That's an outtake.
Mhm. All right, so you ready for my predictions then?
Oh yeah.
All right, so our first one, Kervone will spot an orca from shore.
No. No. If I do, that'd be amazing. I have only seen cetaceans from shore. Okay, twice. Okay, actually twice. Um, I've seen them once in Yuki when I was working at the aquarium there.
Mhm.
And they sent me out to go collect crabs and shrimp for the octopus, and then took me an hour and a half to come back. And they were like, "Why? What took you so long?" I'm like, "Sorry, I was busy watching the bottlenose dolphins in the sea."
Well, you just
And
got to say the dolphins kept stealing your crabs.
well, no, I just said like I was watching the dolphins, and you know their response. They were they were furious, and they weren't furious because I spent so long like l- looking for the dolphins. They were furious because I didn't tell them that there were dolphins in the sea. They were furious because I kept it to myself. Oh, that was funny. The only other time I've seen cetaceans from shore was actually maybe where I might see orcas from the shore. Um,
Yep.
Limekiln Lighthouse, I saw harbor porpoises.
Yeah. Yeah, and I mean I've seen bottlenose dolphins from shore.
Yeah.
That's about it.
It's always not when you're looking for them, it's always when you're least expecting it.
Yeah. Well, it was like
Always.
well, you'll remember. I think I sent you the video a couple months ago on just a random Saturday afternoon. I had gone out, and there's this nice little park that has a little pier
Yeah, I
going out
remember
into the little flats. And so I was just taking this picture of this nice. It's a mangrove tree that's kind of out from the beach a bit, and it was a breezy day, so there was a ton of sailboats out on the
that.
water,
It's just a
and
dolphin in the water.
yeah, it wasn't until like my probably my 10th time watching it that like I just wasn't, I guess I just wasn't paying attention at the right second, but there's just like way back in the background, the top right, there's just dolphin that surfaces, takes a breath, and it's gone. Like, oh, there's a dolphin.
I love that. It's
Hmm.
I okay. I'm gonna predict exactly when I will see an orca from shore. I'll be at the lighthouse. I will have been there like all day, and then we'll get to the point where we actually record the live part of that podcast for that month, and it will be whilst I'm on a video call with you, and you might be streaming. I don't know, but like I'll be on a video call with you, and
Yeah.
that'll be when I just glance and I see an orca in the distance. And like, I wasn't expecting that right now.
Hmm. Are you ready for my next one?
Go ahead.
All right, this one is actually hoping for a repeat of history. Kervone will have a boating trip extended by the actions of a whale or dolphin.
Are we? Uh, I see how it is. I see how these predictions are going. A lot of these predictions will be based on June and July. I think.
Yeah, probably.
You know, I would
Uh,
love for my first prediction to happen during June and July. I'm gonna
yeah,
be
that would be
honest.
great.
That'd be
Hmm.
hilarious.
Yeah, especially if it was on your camera.
Oh yeah, I'd be like,
All right. Mm-hmm.
I send it. I send the footage into like Uncle Babe Institute. Like email me like, hey Monica, are these offshore orcas?
Mm-hmm. Are you ready for the next one?
Yeah.
Kervone will see a whale or dolphin calf.
Okay. That's kind of likely.
And I did that one because this past year I did see a dolphin calf, which was pretty amazing.
I saw a whale calf last year.
Nice. Yeah, in 2025.
2024. Stop that. Stop that. It's the
I
1st of January right now. I
know, I know.
actually have. Hang on. Let me just take my calendar off the wall for a second. I actually do have a photo of one in the calendar. My own
Oh, nice.
calendar, by the way. By the way, this is still on sale if you're a little bit late. Let me see. Do I actually have half in this? Oh no, actually, I saw loads of carbs. Actually, wait, no way. It's October. It is October, isn't it? It's I definitely know there isn't a calf diet. Okay, now hang on. So, okay, so we got September. We got September. I'm going to show this. I'm going to show this on the actual screen. So yeah, so we've got a calf there. That was part of the T36s, and then we have October. This was also a calf. This was part of the T109A2s, I think. So yeah. Okay. Next prediction.
All right, fourth one. Cravone will have a new whale and dolphin lifer.
What? Okay. What do we mean by that?
Lifer being okay, so lifer is at least it's a term I know from birding. So a lifer being a species you've never seen before and you see it. So like if you said, "Oh, I had a new lifer today," that would mean you saw a species you'd never seen before.
Oh God. Oh. Okay. What do you think that species is going to be?
I think it will
For an
be
extra point.
um
If okay, I'm gonna say
well
there's three possibilities.
well let me ask you a question. Do you have any trips that are planned like in the Mediterranean or in the Atlantic on your side?
No, just in North America.
Just okay, that's your only. Um,
There are some. There's one that's more likely than the rest. Which
I like Boris's answer actually. A shark.
you can
um,
add that to predict the prediction if it's actually a shark.
uh, or a shark. There we go.
Imagine.
um,
Uh,
I don't know what other whales are up there that you haven't seen to be
so
able to.
the most likely candidate is a humpback whale,
And
but
what are the other two?
there are also Dow's porpoise, Pacific white-sided dolphins. There is a very small chance of a fin whale or a grey whale. If I see a fin whale, oh my gosh, I will
I'll
take that.
I'll go with a Pacific white-sided dolphin because I just think that would be really cool for you to see.
I Okay, that's for the bonus point. It's if I see a new whale, it'll be a humpback. I
Yeah. Well, and
think.
also, but okay, but then do I get credit if you see a humpback and a Pacific white-sided dolphin?
I tell you what. I tell you what. I'll make a deal with you.
Hmm.
Okay, so you get 2 points if I see a humpback and a Pacific white-sided. You get 1 point per new whale, dolphin, or shark species I see.
All right, I like that.
If I get 1 point per sea sanctuary that gains its residence in 2026.
I'm good with that because especially because of the challenges that are there. I'm perfectly good with that. That's
I'm,
that's a good
I'm
that's a
happy
good
I at
one.
least get one
And
point
I
on
would, yeah,
that.
and honestly, and you know what? With the first sighting of a species, you can have a plus one for that for each new species.
Okay. I should have considered this before picking. Okay, you've got one more. You've got one more.
Okay, last one. This is the one that's definitely not going to happen, but Cravone will be swallowed by a whale and change his name to Noavone.
So the less likely part about that is actually the changing the name.
Yep, it is.
I'm just straight up saying that's not happening. I'll tell you what, you get half a point if I'm swallowed by a whale.
Listen, I win if you get swallowed by a whale. It doesn't matter. Because okay, the only
Okay,
way this
okay,
is
wait,
happening.
okay.
Okay, this is how I could envision this happening. Curvone decides to be adventurous, decides that he is going to go on the ocean kayaking trip. He goes out there, humpback whale doesn't know he's there, comes up underneath him, swallows him. If that happens, I win because you also go viral.
So I'm actually gonna I need to put some stipulations in this. Where okay, so your prediction is that I get swallowed by a whale.
Yeah, so you have to be in stomach.
I have to be in stomach. Okay.
Yeah, you got to make it past the esophagus at least.
So if I just end up in the mouth, that's what, half a point?
Yeah, half a point.
But
Well,
also
no, no,
like
no.
only a
Okay,
quarter
how
of a
about
point
this?
because the Noah.
Oh, fine, fine. But if you actually get swallowed, I win.
It's not even physically possible.
Humpback whale might.
The size of their throat is like the size of a grapefruit. Uh I if I end up getting eaten by a whale, like I'm just gonna give it to you. I'm just gonna give you the
Yeah,
win.
yeah, I know. That's what I'm asking for.
I mean, like, I don't care about winning the predictions anymore. Like, I fulfilled a goal. I
Yeah,
fulfilled life goals.